Hello Sagittarius and welcome to TenPaths Tarot. I asked Spirit for your cards this morning and the message is so beautiful. You started out with the Shaman card, with the Shaman Oracle card. And one thing I noticed on this card is the number 33. 33 is the number of transformation spiritually and of growing love and compassion. It's a beautiful message. It's one of healing. The shaman is a healer. He gives all of himself for his people, for people in general, for the world. He loves the earth. He doesn't want just himself to be healed. He wants others to be healed and the earth to be healed. And it's a fabulous energy. Wow, what a start. And there are 4 hands, one in each corner. Let's see if we can get that in the picture. At each corner of the card. And the first card out was the number 4. And the 4 of Wands is fire energy controlled. And compassion. These people are working together. They're working together to build a stronger foundation on which to build a great city or civilization or community. Wow, I just can't believe this energy. And if it isn't good so far, wait till you see the next card. The King of Cups. This is someone who has their emotions under control. And it wasn't always that way. Look at the tangle of red rope above his head. His emotions were tangled up with thoughts that were disturbing, but he has woven those into a great red beating heart. And now he is flowing along with the emotion. He isn't fighting it anymore. And here on the throne and on the boat, there are 3 seahorses that look like a mother and a father and a baby, representing that this type of love can be expanded through generations. Wow. But it gets even better. We next have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess has power. But she's not using her power just to benefit herself. She wants to know the meaning of life. She wants to know more about the world as a whole. She is someone who doesn't see things as just being this or that. She wants to know the nuances in between. In effect, she is Spirit's, how should I say this? A Spirit's soldier in a way. And I don't mean soldier in a destructive way. I mean someone who goes out and accomplishes their mission. And our mission here on earth is to find that balance here on earth between love and survival. Because Spirit knows surviving is precarious sometimes. And we will do strange things and hurtful things to survive. Our bodies are programmed for that. All deaths are painful, even those who die peacefully at home. The end is painful. But that pain keeps us from wanting to die, but it also will make us do sometimes horrible things to preserve ourselves. And she's looking for that balance that Spirit wants us to find, that we won't find in one generation or two. We haven't found it so far in many, many, many generations, but that is the goal. That is Spirit's mission for us. And she has not given up that mission. She is moving ahead with it. And next we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. The Pentacles is talking about life here on earth. And 9 is as comfortable, almost as comfortable as you can get. It's just one short of 10. But what I find interesting here is that she's comfortable, but for that comfort, she has a hawk and it's blindfolded. But we need those hawk type of eyes to fly above, to see the whole picture, and to show us the expanse of our world, so that we don't get bogged down into thinking those 9 of Pentacles is the main thing. What we want is what is the goal. What we want is the goal. That isn't why we are here. The next card I will not raise up because the image is disturbing, and that's the Devil card. And it falls beneath that 4 of Wands, that fiery energy that's now under control under the 4 of Wands. But the Devil energy is our bad habits and what keeps us from that balance. Because when we get afraid, we just resort back to our bad habits. And that tendency is what we're here to conquer, to face, to overcome. And it won't be in our own generation. Each generation, it gets a little better, but then we'll have a big setback. It's almost like having to start all over again, historically. But then each time, in spite of that setback, we wind up moving ahead further. So the following card, the 6th card, is the 6 of Cups, which is harmony. Love and harmony. And that is what we are after. We want to overcome that bad habit of thinking only of what we want in the moment that leads us to doing things we regret later or that injure that overall progress forward. We then have the Lovers. And in this, the Lovers are Adam and Eve. And Spirit wants to put down the weapon. It's up to us to go forth. We can grow things or we can burn them down. And there's an equal tendency in us to do that. But to have things grow, we have to resist that urge to destroy everything, or to say that one mistake ruined everything. We're going to make mistakes along the way. Our ancestors have made phenomenal mistakes along the way. We have made phenomenal mistakes along the way, individually and as a group. But we are looking toward something better, And then the last card is the Knight of Cups. Now in this card, this is a person, an energy, who has somewhat attained an understanding. They have grown spiritually. They're starting to wake up to this mission we have. And once they wake up to it, they want to hold on to it. They want to hold on to that cup and not spill it. But spilling it is the whole point. Once it's discovered, you can keep it to yourself or you can expand it. And the goal is to expand this healing, this love, this compassion towards ourselves, but also to others and the world at large. So we want to move forward. We want to spill out that love and compassion. And now, in doing that, in spilling that love, we become the shaman. We're back full circle. We become the healer. And now Spirit is telling me, don't forget to mention that this doesn't mean you have to go lecture people like this. You don't have to explain to them our mission here. The goal, you set an example. And you act lovingly so that people say, what are they doing? Why are things working for them? Why are they happy? And they start imitating. They start imitating that love. And when they feel accepted, funny thing happens, they start accepting other people. Because when we feel like we're not going to be accepted, we build this shell around us. They call it the ego, our shell, our protective mechanism that says, this is what I am, and you may not say or do anything that might disrupt that image of me. But me is really, we are one drop in an ocean, one soldier in the army. The mission is a joint mission. That one can't do it. That one can't do it alone. Even our greatest loving leaders, the ones that have inspired great love through massive numbers of people, even they couldn't do it alone. And we're not supposed to. That's why we're here as a group, is to expand this healing. And so I hope that has helped you today, Sagittarius. It's a beautiful message. Spirit would not have given you this message if it wasn't that there has been an evolution within you. And so if this is resonating with you, if you understand what I'm talking about, that is who Spirit is talking to right now. Those who have evolved enough to get the message. So thank you for being here today. I'm so glad that Spirit allowed me to deliver this to you today. I feel very honored, and I hope it's helped. Bye for today.